Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose. Today is Saturday, May 13, 2023. The sun is in Taurus. We're in the final 10 days, the final week really of the sun's transit here in the land of Taurus. And so, it's a good time to reflect on how this transit has gone for you. While your outer life, especially in your work, social, and civic life, has been focused around getting the compensation, the gifts, the regard, the acknowledgement that you need to feel connected, supported, and secure. And then on the moon side of the page, we have now a waning crescent moon. We're just one day past that third quarter moon. So in the creative phase, that means we've stopped thinking about what we're going to release, and we've begun actually doing that. That's pushing out the stuff and things, but also thoughts, attitudes, dispositions, attachments that no longer serve a purpose in our creative cycle. And that moon is in Pisces. When the moon is in Pisces, we're really very emotional and feeling. It's also, a little bit intuitive, psychic kind of vibration. You may want to tune into your spiritual practices, do a little bit of reflecting while the moon is here in Pisces. Now, there isn't a lot going on the page today, except for some lunar aspects that are pretty positive for us. But you see the moon is going to conjunct Saturn here today, so that's good vibe for taking care of business in the heart and home. Moon is trine here to Venus today, so that's a really good vibe as well for asking for what you want and being able to receive it, right? But tomorrow is the big news, because tomorrow Mercury, which is down here, it has been going retrograde since it was about that far on the other side of the sun. It goes direct tomorrow. So, the last 3 weeks we've been retrograde. If you struggle with Mercury retrograde problems like, communication breakdowns, not being able to get a message across, not being able to think, plan, or communicate in the way that you normally would, and also not being able to get around in the way that you normally would. I used the example of road rage yesterday, but like things get wacky on the roads when Mercury is direct. Things get wacky with our technology, our communication equipment when Mercury is retrograde, but now it's going to be direct, so we should see more smooth sailing in those day-to-day plan making, thoughts, and communication. And then on Monday, Mars culminates this trine here with Neptune, which brings us back to the shape that we were talking about just yesterday, where there's this bowl of sextiles with an opposition, and then these two trines seeming to support it. So, Mars is here. Mars is here in opposition to Pluto, perhaps causing some power struggles, probably causing some internal power struggles, right? Because there's this desire to be active and move forward. Mars is a little frustrated when it's in the sign of Cancer, because it's not a sign for direct action. But it is a sign for initiative. It's cardinal. It's initiating. It starts things. So Mars is comfortable in that way. But Mars likes to go straight to the point, and Cancer likes to sort of spiral in, right? So we want to acknowledge that Mars in opposition to Pluto. While we're trying to take action, Pluto retrograde here is calling on us to reflect on the changes and the transformations we've been through, especially over the last year or so, and really sort of Neptune sextile Pisces, as it always is. Tune into tune into your portal on the collective consciousness, okay, and see what you can perceive about what's going on intuitively, just in the sphere of your communities, your families, and your collectives. So that's a little bit of a tug of war, wanting to take action, but also wanting to dive deep and think about the things that are important to you. And it's just the kind of thing where you have to find a balance, right? Where we can strategize and we can take action, but we can't do all one or all the other, okay? And then Mars trine to Neptune here. This is what's culminating. This is our good trouble vibe. This is standing up for what you believe in. It's allyship. It's really being a voice for those who are voiceless. It is setting an example, but it is also about, bringing to people's attention through our actions what would be ideal. And, it's almost like it comes so easily to us at this time that we don't even think about it. So if you see somebody in a bad situation that needs to be stood up for, you're just going to do it, right? Or if you feel like you're in a situation where you need to act to make something apparent that it's not correct, and that somebody needs to correct their behavior, then this is going to come really easy to you at this time. And that's a vibe that sticks with us through the 30th. So let me know what kind of good trouble you're getting into while this is in effect, and just this year in general. So then on Tuesday, this is even really kind of the biggest news for the week as far as I'm concerned. Jupiter down here is going to move right here into Taurus, okay, where the Sun and Uranus have been conjunct and sort of throwing up sparks of change and opportunity and new perspectives, right? Where Mercury has been going retrograde, giving us a little struggle with planning, especially when it comes to planning those things that planning and communicating around those things that establish security for us. North Node has been in Taurus for almost a year and a half. It's going to move on this way into Aries pretty soon, in the next couple of months, I think. And then, Jupiter is now moving on into Taurus. Taurus, again, is about it's ruled by Venus. It's about those things you like, love, and can't get enough of. Right now, it's especially about those people that you like, love, and can't get enough of, those people you're close to, that you like to keep close to you in your home or nearby to make sure they're safe, right? So, Taurus is about having those nice things, those creature comforts. And here comes Jupiter saying, I want you to have a bigger, better experience of this established security, okay? Jupiter is here to grant all of our material wishes for 1 year, okay? So, I would really recommend on Tuesday, if you do spell work or ritual, do some spell work or ritual around what it is that you would like to see increase, balloon in size from now through next May, because that's how long Jupiter will be in Taurus, and Jupiter is here to help us expand our ideas of what we can do and have, especially in terms of those Taurus themes: security, comfort, a little bit of opulence, so that we feel like we feel supported in the work that we're doing in our lives. Coming up on Friday, next Friday, we'll have the full moon in Taurus. So that'll be our opportunity to stop pushing things out, stop releasing what doesn't work for us anymore. We have this nice clean slate where we can come to just appreciate our lives as they are right now, and then begin to think about what could be, what might be, what we would like to intend for ourselves over the coming weeks. Before that, on the 17th, though, which is Wednesday, Jupiter is going to make a square to Pluto. This often happens when a planet is crossing over into another sign. It will make a aspect with Pluto. This will be a challenging aspect with Pluto, but Jupiter has a tendency to make even challenging things seem good, right? So this will be, we'll talk about this in the future, but it'll be about good fortune and in a conversation of tension with your yearning for transformation, especially that internal transformation, because Pluto is retrograde. And then on Thursday, May 18th, the Sun is going to sextile Neptune. It's already there. It's going to culminate that sextile with Neptune. And that's really just to say that we will be able to express in our work, social and civic lives, in our outer lives, what is ideal for us. We will be able to break down some barriers, and we will be able to sort of possibly, hopefully, bring people together as part of our sense of purpose in the world. I believe that's all I have to say about it today, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click the notifications bell. It all helps me out a lot. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next video.